Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my personal top 5 favorite horror games. This is just my personal preference. I'm sure you guys have different personal preferences, and I would love to see them in the comments. So if you guys want to post your favorite games or your favorite horror games, please put those in the comments because I would love to get some ideas on new games to play. And let's get started. So my absolute favorite game, just in general, not even horror related, but it is a horror game, is BioShock. And everything about this game is just absolutely amazing. From the weapons to the characters, storyline, the graphics are all just absolutely phenomenal. I've played the first, the second, and then the newer BioShock Infinite, and they're all pretty good. The second was my least favorite, but my absolute favorite was the first one. And I like that the Infinite was a little bit on a different path than the first and second BioShock, so it was kind of like a different game, but it was still in the aspect of the BioShock series, so I really liked that. The thing that makes me like this game the most is the absolute amazing graphics. Like, you can play this game over and over and over and still not see everything because it's just absolutely amazing. There's so much to look at, and whoever did the graphics on that game really made the entire game just absolutely amazing. So if you haven't played BioShock, I would recommend playing that game. If you only had to pick one, I would say to play the first one, as it's my personal favorite. So my second favorite horror game is Fallout, and I've played most of the Fallouts, not so much the newer Fallout, or not the newer, the older Fallouts. I've played Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3, and Fallout 4. And I plan on doing a gameplay series on YouTube whenever Fallout 74 comes out on the 14th of November. And the reason that this game is my favorite is because it's open world. It's one of my favorite genres of games, is open world. And there's just so much to do. You never run out of things to do. There's so many quests. And you could explore for months and still not see everything on the map. And the weapons and the monsters and the quests. My personal favorite for Fallout New Vegas was the Minuteman, I believe it was called. I did all like the different paths that you could take, and I would have to say that Minuteman was my favorite. I think it's just, I love games that like you can play multiple times, play, over, beat it, and then play it again, play it for months and not run out of like things that you can look at and new things to explore. And so that's why Fallout would have to be my second favorite. So my third favorite, I think a lot of people are going to disagree with me on this, but my third favorite is Alien Isolation. And it doesn't have the best, graphics, or, it's not open world or anything. The reason I picked this for my third favorite is because of the scare factor. Out of all of the games that I've played, horror or not horror, Alien Isolation absolutely terrified me. The thing about Alien Isolation is that you have to have a lot of patience. It's not a horror game where you go get a weapon and then you attack the monster that's trying to kill you, because you can't kill the alien in this game. So it's a lot of waiting and listening to sound cues to see where the alien is at. So it's a lot of waiting and sitting, and the way that the game does that, to where you can't kill the alien, and you kind of have to just sit there and hope the alien doesn't attack you, and you have to hide and have really good stealth. Yeah, it's so nerve-wracking. There were multiple times in the game where I had to just pause the game and take a breath, because my nerves were like going crazy, because I know there's just something about that game that's not like other games. You can't, you have to hide instead of attack, and there's something about that that really just makes your nerves go crazy. So my fourth favorite is Dead Island. This would have to be my personal favorite zombie game, because it incorporates two of my favorite things, which are zombies and open world. And this game I probably beat over 5 times because it's just so fun. I just wanted to play it over and over and over again. I have played the first one and I have played Riptide, and I have been waiting for years for the second one to come out, and they're just not releasing it. They're telling me that it's going to be released the 31st of December of this year. I don't have my hopes up high. They've said that multiple years. But if that does come out, I 100% plan on doing a gameplay on that as well on this YouTube channel. But the reason that this game is my fourth favorite is more of the fun aspect. It's really fun to play multiplayer on this. There's a lot of really fun weapons, and it's really fun to like explore, as a lot of really good quests. So it's not as much scary that makes the game good. It's more so the fun aspect, the exploring aspect, and that it really goes hand in hand with multiplayer. If you play offline, it does get a little boring, but on multiplayer, I could play for days and play it over and over again. So if you have some friends that are looking for a good game to play together, I would definitely recommend Dead Island. So my last favorite top 5 horror game, it's definitely not the least, is Left 4 Dead. It is quite an older game, but when it came out, it was like a pretty big deal. Everyone was like, whoa. I don't know this definitely, but I think it was like the first, big zombie game. I started playing, I believe, when I was 7. It was the game that got me into gaming, and it was the game that got me into horror gaming. So it's really the game that, made me realize how much I love gaming, so I had to put this on the list. Even though the game, the graphics aren't the best, and the storyline isn't the best, and everything like that. It's a really fun game, and it does have a very unique aspect to it, because it has a lot of you can ride a roller coaster, or you can go to a swamp. It's really unique and so much to do, and because it has been out for so long, there's a lot of glitches and Easter eggs that also make the game really fun once you find those. This is also another game, just like Dead Island, that's 10 times better if you play it on multiplayer. It makes it really fun, and if you haven't ever played Left 4 Dead, I would highly recommend it, because it's just a really fun game to play. It would have to be overall my second favorite zombie game, just because it does have a very unique aspect to it. I have also played State of Decay, but that wasn't my favorite game, and that's why I did not put it on here. But yeah, because Left 4 Dead's very old, it's probably $2 online, so I would highly recommend playing that, especially with some friends, because it's a really unique game. Alright, well that's it for my top 5. This was just my personal preference. I'm sure you guys have lots of different, preferences to horror games, and I would love to hear them in the comments, because I'm always looking for new games, and especially horror games to play. So please put those in the comments. I would love to hear about them, and thank you.